Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and I am here for Kyoukai no Kanata, episode 11. And I just pulled it up, so I just saw the title of this episode. It is titled Black World. The previous episode was titled White World, so feels like we're doing a thing here. Maybe we're gonna do some kind of reversal where we're seeing things from a different perspective or something like that. And that would make a lot of sense. I'm gonna be real here. I'm a little confused by what we found out in the previous episode. Some of the things I get. Some of the things I don't quite get. Things that I get. Izumi has been pulling the strings the whole time. Mirai's goal from the beginning has been to come to this city in order to kill beyond the boundary. Yep. She continuously failed to kill him because he's immortal, and was warned continuously to distance herself from him. Also, he was warned by Mitsuki to distance himself from Mirai, and that just didn't happen. They ended up becoming friends and, like, genuinely caring about each other, which is super cute, but also kind of a big problem. Currently their situation where they're speaking in, like, the hospital place and in, like, the room place with Sakura and in, like, the school place with nobody else there is not real, but is like a weird dream world where they're able to commune with each other because their blood got mixed together because her blood is super unique, I think. That's part of the part that I'm just confused by. I know that she says a line about, like, taking it into her blood or herself into his blood or something, and now they can talk in dream world, but I don't know. So that's where my confusion really begins. And then we get Izumi uses her freezing glacier ice barrier thing to separate Akihito from beyond the boundary, sort of, so that and now Mirai is, like, gone, but she's also inside the dream world, but time is running out because that's all gonna fade out. And now she decides in that world to go, and decides that she starts walking toward the big floating core thing of Beyond the Boundary, which maybe is the black world that we were talking. Maybe she'll get there and it'll be dark. Or it'll be Akihito's perspective, and that'll be weird. I don't really know. There's a confusing moment in this story. A lot of shit going down, big revelations about who's actually pulling the strings, why they're doing it, to get beyond the boundary before the association people can get it, which seems like it might be a noble goal, considering that the association people are fucking evil so far. We've only met one of them, and he's fucking evil. So I guess we're going to follow Mirai as she goes within this white world and goes and attacks the Beyond the Boundary core. But then what's Akihito doing during the meantime? And is he in there, or is he himself, or is he going to wake up and she's gone? Or, like, where, how, what, why, where are we? What is happening? Last week's episode was titled White World. This week's episode is titled Black World. Thing. I don't really know what's going on. And that's perfectly true and perfectly the way that things are. I went and rewatched the episode 10 this morning, and that's what I pulled from it. I'm a little confused. That's okay. I'm in that kind of good confusion where it's like, I think that there are explanations for these things, and I'm just too stupid to get them, as opposed to the confusion that's like, there are no explanations for this story, and I'm pissed. I'm not miffed at all. I'm just intrigued, and I want to know more about this weird core of the thing, and why is it so big? It's really big. I guess because she's blood inside his soul, and it's, like, the same size as his whole spiritual understanding of the whole universe. Half of it is Yomu. I'm just grasping at straws now. This isn't working very well. Let's go ahead and just watch episode 11, and maybe some of this will, like, click into place a little bit more. It feels like we've kind of only gotten one half of a story, and so I'm waiting for gaps to be filled in at the moment. And maybe we'll have this revelatory moment where it's like, oh, the gaps are filled in. It all makes sense now, and I'd be very happy with that. I'd actually be happy even if we don't, and it just starts to make a little bit more sense, and then I'll be okay with that. Regardless, let's watch episode 11 and see how it goes. I have episode 11, Black World, up and ready to go. It is sitting at 0 seconds. There will be 2 versions of this reaction video. If you want to sync up your own copy of the video with the time-based version up on YouTube, you are welcome to do so. Just get your copy ready, because the beep beep timer to count you down will be coming at you right now. Let's go. Blah, 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 blah. Sparkly. Ripley? Okay. Time for determine what the fuck? What is this? What's up? That was really cool. What are you fighting? I think you're fighting the world. Zawardo. Okay, yeah, it's fully a reflection of this. Okay, got it. Oh, there are people now. Hello, Akihito. Oh, hello, Akihito. You are phasing between realities right now. Hi, that's my name. Otto. That is exactly what I would like to know. Uh... What the fuck? What even was that? That was like a mangled, twisted abomination of amalgamated weird shit. What the hell? Was that the core of... That couldn't have been the core of BTB, because we've already got that. What was that? I don't know. Alright, autumn. Oh shit. Okay. Full separation. Genuinely a miracle that you're alive. Where is Mirai? Ah. I mean, it seems like you just got the half shade taken out of you. That's a good move. That's a good question. And an awkward answer. Okay, that makes sense. Can we save her? Well, I mean, obviously not. Super obviously no. She's in another dimension fighting the BTB. Yeah, you know she's not dead. They didn't hear anything. That was inside your brain. That was in your brain. Plum plum. He's going crazy. She has his scarf. Right? No? Wait, what? Means I'm not as susceptible to the cold anymore? Are there no spirit hunters anymore? Oh, okay. Just weaker. Okay. Hum rum rum rum. Nice, yeah. Post coma, gotta nom down liquid food. Yeah, weird. the sky far away. Maybe. Shark. Ooh, good move. I, I, I mean, might. Lots and lots, but you're her little brother. So. It was her choice. You would have stopped her. You would have stopped her. They would have stopped her. Shit. Oh, hi, Izumi. Time to spill some beans. Beanzo spillo. Okay. Oh. Sure. Half Yomu. Because he's a half Yomu, whatever that means. You should ask your mom. You should probably ask your mom. Convenient. Lerv. Okay. It seems legit. Point made. Fair. What do you have in that pocket? Oh. Oh. You're the reason that she killed herself. Shit. That's cruel. Okay, she saved the world. That's a lot. She did, and then she said serves him right. Mm-hmm. Do you actually see that now? No? Okay. It's kind of confusing. How will you get there? Nope. Oh, we're at the train station. Very fitting. Who is that? Is that Aya? Oh, it's Sakura. Oh boy. It's a great question, dude. I didn't do this. I'm sorry. I feel the same way. Shit. There we go. Yeah, he's just gonna lay there. Okay. Welp. Welp. Back to our empty life. Why is that phone there? Whose phone is that? Is that Mirai's phone? No, it's your phone. Ah, sent you mail over the 3 months. Because you don't know if you'll succeed until survive. Reporting for duty. I guess. Oh, on the way to see him inside the place. Or not? I'm not sure. Oh, she's there. Or no, she's still trying to get there. What the fuck? Yes. You just at the ground. Aww. What is what? That's a lot of monsters. She's wearing different glasses. Ow. Yep, that message hurts. Time to go find her. Let's go find her. Let's go fix this shit. Also, go talk to your mom. Your mom has answers. Hello, fuckboy McDick. What is attached to your car? What the fuck is that? Who are you speaking to? Which is what you're about to do, I assume. You're jump-starting a thingamajiggy in order to... because you want to... that will reveal its presence. Oh, presence revealed. Okay. Merged worlds. Chance to save Mirai, probably. Oh. Uh-oh. Of course cares about her skirt. We are floating. Are all people floating or just Dream Shades? How about you, half Dream Shade, half Yomu? That's going on. I think that's your heart soul thing. Heh. You just save Hiromi? Nope, that's like what? That's not him, is it? Not him, is it? Where are her red glasses? Does he have glowy eyes and weird patterns on his skin? Where? What? I'm a little confused by that moment there, because we just saw him elsewhere. But he seems catatonic over there, so I guess it's the shade half? Ooh, cool rotating shot. We know who did that one. I forget his name. Izumi? Seems like a big barrier. That's a great sense of scale. The slow-moving explosion. Oh, Jesus, it's falling apart. This is a visual treat. I don't know what's fucking happening, but it's cool looking. Hey, Nino. It's absorbing all the Yomu. How did those get there? Who put them there? Eh? Ah. Oh. Mom? Why is she in your classroom? They're all sitting down. We do not have time for this shit. Whiplash again. Floop, floop. Wait, what are you wearing now? How are you doing that? What the fuck? Why is this happening in, like, climactic moment time? Tone! It matters! I hate that this is funny. This should not be funny right now. Ha. Huh? Ah, the thing that was on the... Oh! I think it's your core. Oh. No, it's the one from the Hollow Shadow. Oh, okay, it's not the Hollow Shadow. It's you, yourself. Ah, there we go. That makes more sense. And so her blood is within it because her blood is within it. Cool. Yes. Commune with the stone. Fight through the pain. It was once a part of you. Make yourself a part of it. Rah! Sick. Is that working? Oh, that's what that is. So you could swap places with it? Convenience. Author's convenience is how? Cool. Don't know what that means. I mean, that's the point. Hey, mom's a secret badass, but authorial convenience is the answer. Oh, hi, Izumi. Ah, they know each other, and have for a while. You are no longer immortal. Right. Steaks. Big, thick, juicy, medium rare steaks. Okay. Okay. Aww. Aww. Hmm. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's also very cool. Ah, Opie's scene where he's running so much. Got it. Ah. Ah. Ha. No. No. Oh, okay, catcher. Okay. Aww. She did just stab herself in the chest with her own sort of blood. Might not be okay. Oh, he's himself but patterned up, so he's half and half. Fully self-actualized Yomu creature. Those are the wrong glasses. Aww. Alright, that's pretty good. You know what? There are a bunch of things that I don't understand, and that's okay, because it felt real good and it was fun. Cool. That's basically the finale. Like, that might as well be the climax, right? I assume that the final episode is mostly denouement. Alright. Alright. Cool. Now, what else is there left to do? I mean, escape. We have to have a Metroid escape sequence, right? Decide whether we save the animals? Something like that. Oh, this is an interesting episode. I think the thing that I find most interesting about it is that there are a lot of scenes that do a really good job of establishing tone, and then there are scenes that completely shatter that tone for no reason that I can grok, that I can understand. Like why I guess Yayoi is here because or is it Yayoi? Yeah, it's Yayoi. Yayoi Kambara. She's here because we need the information that she has so that she can be a quest giver and we can go do the thing and find out that Mirai is still alive because nobody else knows that and she's the only one who does. But we don't need to explain why she knows that. We just need her to be the plot point. But because her character's goofy hilarious, we go from the established tone of the episode, which is like we start with Mirai alone, like deeply alone and deeply quiet, right? There's a sense to this. There's a palpable tension and like a near suicidal, like, gonna do this thing. And then we go from that into the weirdness of this whole place, right? There's this, it's almost like the establishing shots in the film Arrival when all the ships arrive, right? You get all these like long, slow shots of those ships just hovering above cities. It's that kind of a feeling, like something unknown is happening. It's scary. And we cut from that to something else unknown and scary happening as Mr. Association. I guess Mr. Association will end up probably doing something in the final episode that we have to defeat him for. That makes sense. Probably our last obstacle. That makes sense. He's doing something spooky and unknown, and it's all about malice and stuff. This is a mass of human hatred. I can't even tell what it is. I really don't know what the fuck this thing is. It's like blades and shards of stuff growing out of like muscles and things. I assume that there's the Shade Stone in the center of it because he went and stole that thing because he wanted to. Well, I don't really know. It's creepy. It's definitely creepy. Okay, and then we've got the thematic tie-in of the story of Mirai getting on that train and leaving and then coming back that we see in the OP is the story that we're telling right now. Mirai makes the choice because of all the things that she carries with us, or with her, to leave everybody alone and die. And Akihito waits for her at the train station and she comes back. That's just straightforward, right? This is pretty straightforward. It works real good. It's good. Solid tie-in thing. Also, explanations and stuff make sense. This is cool. The idea that everybody's like, she's probably pretty dead. You've been in a coma for 3 months. Also, things have changed. The whole, like, not wearing a scarf, being susceptible to cold as a part of his spirit powers is something that I fully never picked up or thought about. I feel like we could have mentioned that a little bit earlier, and that would make more sense to me. But it makes sense that we mention it now. Maybe, I know that there's a prequel. There's like the episode 0 that comes after but is before, and maybe we find out about that there, him being cold. We definitely had like moments where Hiromi was like, let me put my fingers in your armpits, but we made it a jokey gaggy thingy instead of being like, he's cold all the time. Yeah, it's kind of neat, actually. I think the idea that he has been wearing the scarf this whole time, kind of a thing that we associate with him, and doing weird things like shoving his fingers into Akihito's armpits, is because he's uncomfortable constantly because his spirit powers make him susceptible to cold all the time. That actually makes a lot of sense. It's kind of interesting. It's just a neat little thing. Big noms. No idea what's going on. We should probably find Yayoi. Also Izumi. Also, yeah, Izumi. And she has an incredibly good point, which is that she's between a rock and a hard place. Kuriyama Mirai is explicitly the only person who could kill this thing, and the other option is to kill Akihito immediately. Bada bing, bada boom, she made a choice. This makes perfect sense. Also makes good tension between our characters in this moment that we never really pay off. Which is fine. I don't like final act tension between characters personally. It's always pretty lame to me. Yeah, I don't like it very much. It's always pretty lame, and I like the focus on just we're going to the place to do the thing. But we got to figure out all the answers and the reasons why that and the how and the how we go to the place to do the thing and what the thing is and why the thing has been done this way. We throw in a bunch of stuff that's like, this means more than just you guys because the shade is actually going to kill all of humanity, and so I had to make the decisions that I made. This makes sense. It doesn't really do anything to amplify the stakes of our story in any real way because our story is explicitly and solely about these characters. We don't really care about the world because we don't. We care about the world as much as anybody in any story is like, the world will end if we don't, and it's like, okay, cool. No, we care about our core characters and stuff, so this added on doesn't do much for me. It's fine, and I understand why it's being put there by the author. It's like, oh, we need to understand why Izumi is doing this triage calculus in her head that's like, I can kill one of them or I can kill everybody on the planet. And the answer is I kill one of them. It's a trolley situation with the lever. And so Izumi's not a bad guy. She's just somebody in a position of power with responsibility that has to make choices. We do a bunch more of really solid tone setting here, with all of the shots of the like children playing quietly, is cool. Yeah, only someone from the Cursed Bloodline could have done the thing. Also, you should talk to Kambara Yayoi, who clearly knows Izumi from their past, I assume, as spirit hunters, because that makes sense. Only someone from the Cursed Thing, but we ran into a problem. She didn't want to kill you, and we get kids playing in the place. This is the part that's like, oh, this is what we're actually trying to save. This is the reason there are all these happy kids. This is real simple, like, directing stuff to do this over top of the exposition. It works. It's a little thin. It works, but it's a little thin. Meh. You really think that would satisfy me? Yes, because it's legitimate. It's duty bound, makes perfect sense. I'm very curious about this shot. If this isn't paid off in some way, then I'm confused. What does she have in her pocket? And when did Mirai switch glasses? Because I'm waiting for that to be paid off. Why is she wearing a different color of glasses than she was wearing before? I'm actually going to go and search out the moment where Mirai switches glasses. When does that happen? Okay, so she is gray blue glasses in episode 11, bada bing, bada boom. Let me go to episode 10. I'm going to jump through it for Mirai moments. This is in dream location. Is she glassesified? She is glassesified. But this is in dream location, right? This isn't real. Cool. Red. 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 That's in the past. Red. 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 Pass a thing over. Red. Wait. Gray. Okay, so the last time she has the red glasses is when she's here with Izumi, and then she leaves. Oh, and then the glasses are there. Got it. There they are. Cool. She left them there and put a different pair on, and then went out to the place to do the thing. So they're the only remaining thing of her because she's sucked into Otherworld? Okay, that makes sense. In a sense. So then Akihito should have her glasses. I was thinking she may have given her glasses to Izumi before leaving that location. Doesn't seem like that's the case. I'm just curious about that because they're core to the reason that our characters are engaged with each other. And so I'm waiting for return of red glasses to her at some point. Either by him. No, by him. By him, for sure. With some line about something and her then saying like Fuyutsukai desu. That makes sense. Cool. Probably be upset with her when you woke up. Serves him right, Zama Miro. I actually really like this little whoosh that we get, partly the sound effects wise. It's pretty cool. It like shocks him out of himself. It's pretty cool. Great. All these little moments that we flash back through. What the hell? Why? And Mad Sakura is mad, which is sad. He can't do shit about it. I don't know about this. Like, I don't want to see your pathetic back line. Is that a callback to something? Am I missing something there? I feel like I'm missing something there. Anyway, we got a message. It's really cute. And it's about some stuff. And Kuriyama Mirai here. I'm on my way to see you. Aww. And as we get this whole dialogue, we get some super dope action sequences, which are understated and in the background of this whole expositional sequence, but they're fucking awesome. Like, this big sweeping turn with the camera pull out to show sense of scale and space is dope. I actually feel kind of happy. All these explosion effects are super cool. All of her tumbling around and blah, 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 blah. Super dope. And then the nature of the Yomu that she fights here are crazy cool. They remind me more than anything of the nonsensical, non-Euclidean forms of angels in Ava. That's just what they feel like because they're these weird semi-geometric shapes that become like hyper fluid for moments and whip out in just instants of awful. And seem like elementals. I don't know. They're really cool looking. I just think they're super cool looking, and all of these fight scenes are awesome. Moments like it, like expanding out around the blade and then continuing to attack her in a nonsensical way. Super terrifying, very spooky, and very cool. And then we get this moment where she drives the blade into the ice, and then that is reflected, it seems, in the overworld and expanded out, and it seems to explode a little bit. Kind of a lot of it. Very strange. Okay. Bloodline cursed, despised and scorned. Long enough to see this day. I don't feel cursed. I feel blessed as fuck. Hashtag blessed all day because I got to meet you, mostly, and that's super duper cute. It's just super cute. Also, weird tentacle thorn monsters. Fucking awesome looking. The inventiveness around these monster designs is super neat, and Mirai's way of fighting is also super neat. getting these action sequences in the background of this exposition keeps it lively and interesting and cool, and also is huge tension because we see her like charging forward to do her thing, and we see him just realizing what she's giving up and like why she's doing it and how much she cares about him. That's super cute. Boy, this works really well. Yeah, this works really well. And then we turn our attention over here, where Mr. Dick Whistle is talking to nobody about his plans. I mean, this is the second time this has happened. I talked about it the first time that it happened. Who are you talking to? Why? Why, megalomaniac? Why are you speaking off into space while alone on a mountainside on like a switchback of a road? Oh, because we wouldn't understand what the fuck you're doing if you didn't tell us explicitly. Authorial convenience. Like, that's the only reason that he's speaking right now. And that kind of sucks, because, like, there's no understanding of what he's up to or why he's doing it. There's no equivalent to Izumi goes in and sees the head of her family and is like, what should I do? And the guy's like, kill the person. And we're like, okay, we understand what her goal is now. There's none of that for him. He's just sort of lone wolfing it. And so because we have a totally lone wolf villainous character, there's nothing in a world that understands why he's doing what he's doing. And so he just has to monologue to nothing, which is kind of lame. This isn't like a huge gripe or anything. This is just a structural issue that's kind of present everywhere in this entire show, which is that our characters don't necessarily have the best reasons for doing what they're doing. They're just doing it because the story needs them to do it. And so when we question why they're doing what they're doing, they just have to tell us. And it doesn't feel like they're telling somebody in world. It doesn't feel like megalomaniacal gloating where he's like, aha, hero Omi, you are unable to understand my genius, and I'll tell you all about it and gloat here and give you a chance to escape while I'm monologuing, right? It doesn't feel like that. He's just here. There's no reason for him to do literally anything but turn the car on and make the thing happen, but instead he spends like 30 seconds explaining to us, the audience, what's going on. And if you look at that, it's like, oh, thanks, I understand what's going on. But wait, in world, why are you speaking right now? What is, there's no reason for it. You're just doing this so that I understand it. My entire, like, suspension of disbelief shatters, because you're not really a person. You are a character with a purpose in this story who has been written a certain way, and you need to explain why you are the way that you are, otherwise I won't understand you. This is a structural problem. It's because he's a lone wolf villain, and he has complicated plans that we don't understand, and we feel like we need to understand them. Rough. It's rough. It's kind of whack, honestly. I don't like it. It's not the good writing. Not the good writing. But I mean, it's okay. Trying to beat Koriyama Mirai by amplifying its own powers, and he wants to amplify it even further just cuz. Wah ha ha ha. And it does a thing. It does a thing that's actually really powerfully useful to us because we're able to go there now. I don't know. I don't think that was his plan, but it's what's happening. Very convenient. Very, very convenient, eh? Also very convenient. These letters just fly in people's faces. Magically. Cool. I feel like we're supposed to think that this is Hiroomi for a second. It's not. It's Akihito, but, yeah. I thought it was Hiroomi for a second. Mostly because of the scarf, I think. Is that Hiroomi's scarf around him? It might be. It very well might be. That might be kind of cool. Again, crazy looking monster things. Super dope. Mirai, spinny, attacky thingies. Actually, was that in 24? Once we cut here. No, background elements are moving at 24. She's not. Very cool looking, though. Just the way that this whole sequence flows together is really cool looking. I like it a lot. Stab. Stab. Hi, Akihito. You're not real. You are a simulacrum. And she is screwed. Rotating shot by Mr. Rotating Shot. I forget their name. Super dope. Hell yeah. Super dope. Bum bum bum. Don't know what's going on there. No clue. Very scary. Big juju. Bad juju? Uncertain. Has something to do with something, Aki. Blah, blah, blah. Yomu, Nino, everybody in one place. Bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. Go to the school, enter the school, and then everything falls apart. I hate this. I hate it. 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 This is the one part of this episode that I hate. This is the emotional whiplash part. We're in pretty serious mode. We're heading to our climax. We need to find out what the fuck is going on and how we get to where we're going so that we can save the girl. That's most of what we need. We don't know that information. Izumi apparently doesn't know that information. So, Exposition Mom appears, and I have no problem with Exposition Mom appearing. I do have a problem with the tone shift. It doesn't function for me. It's a little goofy, and that's great. Goofy's great. Goofy immediately before climax of show? Weird. Constant outfit changes and getting sexy with it? Why? Why? I understand that the answer is because this character is that way. But why? For a cheap laugh in the middle of a climactic scene? Where we've spent the entire episode building up emotional and physical and psychological tension, and are like, oh god, everybody is freaked out, weird shit that we don't understand is going on, we gotta go save the girl. Akihito just read a message that's like basically Mirai's suicide note, where she's like, I'm okay with this, I've been blessed this whole time, I'm gonna do what I can to protect you in the dream world place. And then we meet Mom, and she's in a giant suit of armor, and she yells at her son for a while, and everybody's like, oh, we're gonna step back and just let this happen for a while, because there's no tension or sense of time or anything, despite these scary noises up in the sky that are making scary noises. We just have the time to fuck around with Mom for a bit, and then get all of the things explained, because she happens to know how everything's explained, and then we'll do it. Also, she'll hint that she's super badass and we just didn't know it, but it doesn't really matter. And we'll double hint that because she calls Izumi Izumin because it's a diminutive, and so she knows her, and they've known each other for a while. Yay. Yay. This is just kind of a baffling decision. I don't hate either of these things in isolation. I hate the juxtaposition. I deeply dislike the juxtaposition. I don't understand why we're breaking up the tension right here. We spent the entire episode doing a pretty good job of building it up, and then it just goes... And then immediately into the highly climactic sequence where Akihito jumps through dimensions to reach his girlfriend, which is super dope looking and ultra badass, and like a massive climactic moment. He merges with himself, fully self-actualizes, the scarf flies off, he is himself completely, half Yomu, half man, and all badass. Yay. That's pretty cool. I think it would have been cooler if we just continued amping up the tension to that point. Also, maybe could have been cooler if he didn't know if it would work. You know? Kind of like a leap of faith. To leap toward the person that you care about with faith that it will work, without your mom showing up and being like, you gotta do the thing. Here's the thing. It'll work. I will say that the bring back of OP into thing is real good. It's a classic climactic sequence. Show us the OP, do it again while all this dope stuff is going on, and then we catch each other, and we get a mirror of the sequence where she first looks up from him during the Hollow Shadow incident, which is super cute. That's great. The story's over. The story's over. They did it. I mean, they got to get back and stuff, but I'm good with this. It's done. We did it. They're back together. They're in a weird dream world, but Akihito just self-actualized, became accepting of both of the sides of himself. She's done the same thing in a certain way. They both feel #blessed. They can go and flirt at school for forever. Yay! Okay. This is a fine episode. I think my only real problem with it is the weird tension break in the last half. Other than that, lots of cool visuals, some cool fights. Oh, my other gripe is definitely the exposition from Bad Boy. Just sort of saying stuff to the air. Because he just sits in his car and says stuff to nobody because we need to know it. It completely breaks my suspension of disbelief because it's like, who's this character talking to? Why are they talking? There's no reason for it. Oh. Oh, okay. Cool. This is a story. This isn't real. This is... Oh. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna look up staff and stuff just to check out some things. Okay, that feels right for the strength of direction through this episode. Taichi Ogawa directing, Yoshiji Kigami, also known as Fumio Taro, and Ichiro Miyoshi, who he went under in that, also rest in peace, doing the storyboards. Cool, that tracks because I think that the direction of this episode is really solid, and I think that a lot of the sequences are really cool. The sequence of Mirai fighting stuff while we read the note is awesome. And the emotional power of him sitting here crying over this note and all of the lines that she says are dope. Same with the opening sequence. Same with the use of silence to build tension. Lots of great stuff in this episode, and then bunch of reasons that are fine, and then cool action, and then cackling villain doing a monologue to the audience, and then mom. Guess the only things I don't like about this episode are the mom part, because it doesn't fit tonally, and the cackling villain exposition, because it breaks my suspension of disbelief completely. Beyond that, the final sequence of this episode is freaking dope, and you're I find myself genuinely rooting for Akihito during it. I'm like, hell yeah, do the thing, self-actualize, go get your girl. Let's do this. Go save the girl who went to save you. Awesome. And everybody is pretty supportive over the course of the episode. I like it. It's not deep or intricate or crazy, super duper amazingly well written, but it's pretty cool, and I don't dislike this episode at all. I dislike some portions of it, though. Has to be said. Okay, I think that's a wrap for this one. I like it. I give it a mostly upward thumb. Mostly. It's 75% upward. Sure. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Kyoukai no Kanata, episode 11. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have, or more. If you like this more and don't have gripes with the things that I have gripes with, that's fucking awesome. Regardless, I hope to see you next week for more, and the finale and stuff, and yeah, I'll see you there. Peace.